Hey guys, Katie Lamb here. Hope you're having an awesome day today. Today I'm going to share with you some tips and hacks on how you can travel really cheaply or even for free. Many people are held back from traveling simply because they think they can't afford it. Well, I've been traveling for over a year now and I'm definitely not rich. I've just learned to be creative on how to keep my costs down so I don't have to resort to staying in a hammock or a tent. Although you can do that if you want to, it's a lot cheaper. I'm even going to share with you how you can get completely free accommodation. Right, I'm going to share the tips with you now on how you can travel cheaply or for free. Right, tip number one is consider getting a job abroad. You might have thought about this before and maybe thought it's not for you, but there are so many options out there. Some jobs you could get while you're abroad are ones like working on a cruise liner, a hostel worker, an au pair, teaching English, bar work, like a holiday rep. Now, I know not all these jobs might not be your lifelong ambition, but they're a way that you can earn money and live abroad or travel a little bit while on a cruise liner or on a yacht and get to see more of the world. And another way you can travel cheaply or for free is by using platforms that partner you with someone who needs extra help with their business or on their farm. And one of them is WWOOF. I don't know if you've heard of that before. It's WWOOF, and this stands for Willing Workers on Organic Farms. So if you're a bit earthy, if you like getting into work that is like more physical and to do with the environment, this is perfect for you. There's people on here offering work on organic farms like all around the world. Like, look at all these countries you could possibly go and help out on farms on, and it's such a great idea. You get given like food, accommodation, and opportunities to stay and learn about organic and biological growing and farming. Such a great opportunity. You get all your expenses paid for, and you work for a certain amount of hours a day helping out on the farm, getting to know the locals, and yeah, just having a great experience. So have a look on there. They partner, like I said, with farms and businesses all over the world, so you can choose where you want to go. Obviously you have to pay for yourself to get there, but then you can have like a very cheap stay because all your expenses are paid for. Another one is WORKAWAY. I've used this before myself. It's sort of similar to WWOOF, but they have like more opportunity for different types of experiences. It's not just you won't just find positions here on organic farms. As you can see, you can help out at like children's homes, on people's sort of like personal land or business. You can help out at hostels, again, organic farms, all different things on here. It's like so much opportunity. Learn about bamboo harvesting, France or Asia, anywhere you could think about. There's like different places you could help out, and there's different ones on here like NGOs, families, schools, communities, animal welfare. You could even get house sitting positions, get positions on boats, like farm stays. There really is like so many different opportunities on here, and yeah, to get connected with people and their businesses and go and help out and get to know about like local living. And it's similar to woofing as well. You'll mostly get like free accommodation, sometimes free food, but each one would be different. So all you have to do is just come on here and have a look at the different hosts and click on each one, and it will tell you what they offer. And the next way you can travel cheaply is by staying in dorms or local guest houses. Now, I know dorms aren't for everyone. I stayed in them when I was in my early 30s when I first traveled, and they can be quite noisy and disruptive. You don't get a lot of privacy, but they are super cheap. If you're looking for a way to save money and travel cheaply, dorms are a great idea. You can get a dorm bed for anywhere, depending on where you are, but in Southeast Asia, like from a couple of dollars a night to $5 a night. So super, super cheap. Local guest houses as well are a great option. That's what I opt for now that I'm a little bit older, but I still get cheap deals. So I do this by not booking ahead unless I'm getting there late at night, but I try to get places earlier on, and then I'll walk around and I'll talk to guest house owners and I'll haggle the price down to a cheap price that I want to pay. So I end up usually paying around sort of like $10, 10 to 15 a night, depending on where I am and how busy it is. If you book the guest house online, you will tend to pay a higher rate. You'll pay a higher rate for the guest house, and you'll also pay fees on top of that the website like booking.com or Agoda will put on top. So as long as you're not looking for anything really fancy and you can make do with just the basics, you can get really cheap accommodation, especially when you're traveling in Southeast Asia. Another way you can travel cheaply or for free is by getting yourself a travel credit card. So these work by every time you spend and buy things on your credit card, you get points or bonus miles, which can then be redeemed when you buy flight tickets. So one of the best I've found is Capital One Venture. So unlimited 2 times miles with 50,000 bonus miles. So you earn the 50,000 bonus miles once you spend $3,000 on purchases within the first 3 months. It's free for the first year, $95 after that, and unlimited rewards, 2 times miles per dollar on every purchase every day. Another great one I found was Chase Sapphire Preferred. So you get 60,000 bonus points when you spend $4,000 on purchases with your card. So that's $750 towards travel when redeemed through Chase and Ultimate Rewards. So that's $750 you get off your next travel payment, your next flight. So really, really worth exploring these travel credit cards. And another way to travel cheaply or for free is by using couchsurfing. So you might have heard of this, you might have not. It's been around for a while now, since about 2004. And it's basically where people open up their homes to other travelers who are passing through their city or town or wherever to stay with them for free. So people sometimes offer a bed if they have it, or it can be a sofa, or like a couch, or even just like a mattress on the floor. What I like about couchsurfing is that it's not about making money off people. People offer their spare couch or spare room for free. It's more about exchanging cultures and helping other people who are new to your city discover what it has to offer. I once met a guy who was traveling, backpacking, and he had used couchsurfing for a whole year. So he basically hadn't paid for any accommodation for a whole year. On the Couchsurfing app, you can find hangouts and events going on in different cities and places you might travel to. So it's more than just finding free accommodation. You can also find others to hang out with and cheap and free things to do with them. Another way to get accommodation for free while you're traveling is by becoming a house sitter. So this is really popular now, and there are many websites out there. Some of the best ones I've come across is Nomad, Mind My House, Trusted House Sitters. They're all going to vary in their verification process. Some just ask you to verify your email and phone number and will ask for a reference from someone of good character or like your employer. The next step of verification could be that they'll ask for a copy of your ID. So this could be something like your passport or a driving license or an ID card. This is a good way to get free accommodation, but because it has become so popular now, be aware that there is competition. So a good idea is to sign up to the websites and set up alerts for the different house sitting jobs that are on offer. One of the most expensive things that can be when you're traveling is the tours, as prices usually get hiked up being a foreigner. But with a little research, there are free things and cheap things you can do. So I've looked up some tours in Manila because I'm in the Philippines. As you can see, there's free walking tours in Manila. Obviously, it's, nice to give a tip at the end if you enjoyed the tour. They will always appreciate that, but you don't have to pay $10 or $50. It's totally up to you, whatever you can afford. Someone's going to take you around, show you all the best sites, and you can just give them a little tip at the end. And this is on a website, Guru, GURU. So there's plenty of people on there offering sort of like cheap or free tours in, obviously give them a tip at the end. Another website, a good one to look at when you're traveling and want sort of cheap things to do, is Meetup. So you might have used that in your city. It's in most cities and some towns. So here I looked again for Manila, and there's like different meetups going on there, and many of them will be free things to do. Some of them will just be like social meetups. You can see like there's a volleyball one here, entrepreneurs on the move. That looks like a fitness one, and things to do with like data science, like discussions, talks, social drinks. You can learn things to do like working online. So this one says Shopify, blockchain, and just there's all different things on meetups. So you can find a meetup to go join while you're traveling, and a lot of them will be free to join. Another way you can travel cheaply or for free is by making money freelancing. So maybe you do this already. You might work as like a writer, an editor, or like you're a creative or like a techie person. And if you already do that type of job, it's entirely possible for you to get freelance work and earn money as you travel. So if you're earning money as you travel, you're in essence traveling for free. I've mentioned this before, but I've been traveling for over a year now, and I've been funding myself through freelance writing. And now I'm delving into affiliate marketing as well. So they're both great ways to earn money, and they're helping me to travel and not get in lots of debt. There are literally so many opportunities out there today to earn money as a freelancer. If you fancy getting into affiliate marketing, I'm going to drop a link below to some free training from my mentor. It's a great place to start, and we'll give you some tips on how you can leave your 9-to-5 behind. My next tip on how you can travel cheaply or for free is by using flight comparison websites. So two of my favorite ones are Skyscanner and Momondo. So I like to check both, as one generally has a better deal than the others. So that's my advice to you. Open both of them and put in your preferred dates for your flights and see what they both come up with. My advice with the flight comparison websites is don't leave it too late to book your flight, because the price will start to go up. The sweet spot is said to be about 3 months before you want to travel. One thing to remember is it is thought that flight booking sites do occasionally jack the price up if you've looked at the same flight a couple of times. So to avoid this, a good idea is to use an incognito browser to search for that flight again. And my last tip to help you travel cheaply is eat local food in local restaurants. So for example, I'm in El Nido in the Philippines, and I'm in the town, so it is quite busy here and it's tourist season. But I like that there's a variety of restaurants. But if I eat at the restaurants in the tourist area, it's great food, but it can cost anywhere between maybe like $3 to sort of like anywhere up to sort of like $8, $9, $10, depending on where you go. But if I walk a little bit further out of the tourist area, I find either local street food or like local restaurants I can eat for anywhere between like $1 to $2. It's super, super cheap. And obviously local food is a lot cheaper than if I want something more westernized. If I buy a pizza here, that can be anywhere like sort of $5, $6. But if I eat the local Filipino food, that can be like $1 or less. And that's it for today, guys. I hope you got some value from the video. Let me know any questions or comments you have down below, and hit that subscribe button and that notification bell, and I will talk to you soon.